We were talking about fame, but I think you probably know you mean something to people more than just as a movie actress. What do you think that is, and why do you think it is?
I honestly don't entirely understand it. I think it's because my mother and father had some pretty good ideas, and I think I sort of expressed them. And I seemed to people to be sort of a hell of a lot nobler than I am, or something. I think they sort of look up to me. Grandmother of all the world, or something like that. I don't know what it is. Do you?
I feel you represent certain values, that you stand up for certain values.
Yes, I do, but mother and dad did that. So, to me. So I think what they're really respecting is mother and dad's sense of values, which was extraordinary, I think, both of them.
I think also when you were in Hollywood, you also seemed to be very independent. You always felt you did what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Did that ever hurt you in the studios?
Yes, some, I think.
Could you talk
But
about
I didn't pay too much attention to that. I don't know whether it hurt me or... No, I don't think it obviously didn't hurt me too much.
You've also always been a very private person. What made you decide to...
Tell everybody everything. Because I thought I could tell it better than some stranger after I'd passed out. You know, I think they'd got it all screwed up.
One of the things...
Somebody could say, well, I'm getting it all screwed up. Maybe I am. Who knows?
One of the things that's wonderful in your book is the story of your experience with the lake.
Yes, well, that's one of the reasons that I wrote the book, and that is that I think in the early part of your life, you have disasters that can destroy you if you don't realize you can brush anything out of the way if you keep it going, work hard enough at it. And that's one of the reasons I really wrote the book. And also because I think my parents were extraordinary, and what they taught me was extraordinary. Because we, you know, as kids, we would belong to a family who was speaking up on very unpopular causes at that time.
Tell us a little about that.
Well, I mean, votes for women and venereal disease and all the things that we discussed, and equality and what kids should do and what we were allowed to do. And I think Mother and Dad had a wonderful sense of real human values, which now are much more in possession of the general public than they used to be.
You know, also, in your book you keep saying, I was always thinking about me. In fact, you call it...
Yes, yes.
Which looks as though you're trying to portray a selfish person, but you're not.
I think anyone who does a career of this sort is selfish. Don't you? I should have married in the ordinary course of events. I would have married and had children. Well, I was one of 6, and I knew what a hell of a lot of trouble kids were. So I thought, none of that. You know, so that I think I was selfish. And I think anyone who's doing a job where they're concentrating on themselves. You see, you're concentrating on me. The man who's photographing this is concentrating on trying to make me look as well as he can. But I'm concentrating on trying to be fascinating. So, yes, proceed.